Hey, hello. Hey, how are you doing? Did the move, did it work out for you? Hello? Oh, you don't have your microphone out yet. Is that it? What did you call me if you can't talk back? Wait. Let me guess. You just want to talk until you fall asleep like we usually do. Okay. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Having trouble sleeping in your new house? Must feel a little, how do you say it, uneasy being in a new house. You know that feeling when you go on vacation and you have a hard time sleeping because it's not your home? How long does it take to feel at home in the new house, you think? Like a week? Like a month? I could probably sleep on a bench in the park though, so I think it would take like a day for me. How you've been doing? I have been doing horrible. My head hurts constantly. I'm stressed out. I have a lot to deal with. I have had a very hard time recording videos for a while now. And yeah. Just doing my best and failing miserably. Story of my life. At least I'm doing something I love now, unlike before. uh, I've been spending a lot of time thinking about everything. I don't know if you ever do that. You know, just thinking about where you are in life currently, where you want to go. It's very hard to decide what you want to do with your life. I guess maybe it gets easier when you get older, but it's like I keep feeling like there's so much I can do right now, and if I don't work hard now, I won't ever be able to do them, because at one point I'll be too old, you know? And there's so much to do, so many places to go. Right now, I've been trying to eat different food because I eat the same thing every day, and that's already like enough activity for an entire day, just trying new food, like learning how to cook a new dish. Like, it takes a lot to learn something new, and that's not even difficult. So yeah, need to, get on it, work hard. find a new house like you did. I'd like to move out. Can I move in with you? That'd be really nice, actually. We could play games at night and sleep during the day. I could make you the new food I learned to make. I learned to make an omelet, but like a real omelet, not the one that I usually make. Just a real one. They're really complicated, more so than I thought they would be, which is why I picked an omelet as my first dish that I wanted to learn. But how do you even like come up with a new dish, right? Like, think about it. Even me, how am I supposed to just like guess what dish I want to learn next? Maybe there's an app out there called My Food Plus that just tells me new dishes every day. Or something like that. I don't know. I run out of ideas after a while. And there's a lot of things to do, so how am I supposed to, keep coming up with new things to try? I mean, if I learn guitar, right, that's going to take like a good, 6 months, a year to learn how to do. But afterwards, do I learn new songs? Or do I learn how to play a different guitar, like a bass? Like, surely there's a limit to how many things you can do. Imagine if you lived forever, right? If I lived forever, I would probably just do nothing for a good 100 years. Just sit on my couch and do absolutely nothing and watch stupid shows. And I feel like after the first 30, 40 years of just doing that, I'd be like, okay, I guess it's time to learn the secrets of the universe because I'm never going to die. That's how I feel about things. Like, you wouldn't go, the reason why we do things now is because we're going to die at one point, so we need to try new things. But if you were never going to die, would you even try new things? Would you not just stay in the same routine for all of eternity? I would be in the same routine. I would not even leave my room for like 300 years at least. It's strange. When you think about it, it's really strange. It's like all those people that say like your 20s are the best years of your life, and then afterwards they're all awful. Humans live for like 1,000. I mean 100. We don't live for 1,000. My bad. Humans live for 100 years, right? Isn't it insane that the first 20 are the most important? Like, surely you're not going to figure yourself out in 20 years. Like, when you reach 50, you still have a lot of things to learn about yourself because you change. Like, I heard that 30, your taste buds change, so you taste foods differently. Like, that's crazy. And I mean, in the future, like when I'm 50, the entire world's going to be different. I'm not just going to stay and be like, yeah, I lived my 20s, so I'm just going to keep living my 20s. Like, I'll be on that new high-tech platform, I guess it's going to be VR, something like that. I'll still be following technology. There's so many things to enjoy, and in the future there's going to be a lot more things to enjoy, so why even, see your 20s as the most important part of your life? I think your entire life is the most important part of your life. From the day you're born to the day you die, all of that is just, one long life, and you have to live it. If you think that because you get older, your life just stops, then I think that's just silly. Don't you think? I think it's silly. What do you think about it? I've been thinking about magic recently. We live in a magical world. Like the fact that we're talking right now. Like, I'm talking to you, you're not even in the same room. That's insane when you think about it. Why do we need, like, magic to break the laws of reality when the laws of reality in on itself are magic? Like, a caveman at what point picked up a rock and sharpened it, and now I have a phone that has access to all the information on the planet. Like, I can just go boop, 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 and learn why the Roman Empire fell. Like, that's insane. Imagine showing a phone to, like, people in ancient Greece. Or like the people in the Library of Alexandria, you just show them that and they'll be like, why are we recording things on paper instead of recording it on phones? And then they would ask you, so what do you do with this technology? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm talking with my stupid friends who just moved, right? We're really spoiled. Or like magnets. Magnet is, it's a rock, and when you put it next to another rock, it just gets attracted to it. Like, that's magic. And then we figured out how magnets works, and then we made our own magnets. Like, that's magical to me. I know how it works, and I still think it's magic. I don't know. Maybe we're, really bad at seeing how beautiful the world around us is. So it is to be human. Indeed it is. I don't know. I've been thinking about a lot of stupid things. It's what I usually do when I'm not working on stuff. And then everyone's like, yeah, you should take a break. If I took like a week-long break, I would probably go crazy. I would go insane if I took like a long break, because I would just be doing nothing. I'd want to work because that's what I enjoy doing. I would just be sitting on my chair and going crazy thinking about all these different ideas. You know? It's crazy. It's silly. The world is so magical, yet so stupid. I'm using my good microphone today for our Discord conversation. I don't know if you've noticed. You probably did, because the other one that I usually use is like... This is the microphone I used to record. Do you like it? It costs a lot of money. What do you think about money as a concept? Isn't it stupid? Like, it's like you go to the store and you're telling me this much liquid is worth this much units of something that's based on nothing, because people don't follow the gold standards anymore, right? It's like, currency is based on nothing. How do they judge how much a bottle of Coke is worth in money? Like, do they judge it on the ingredients? But also, then, how do you judge how much an ingredient is worth? Right? Maybe it's on, like, if it's on the manpower that you use to get that ingredient, right? What if they get really good at it and then they do it faster? Can you sell the thing for less? No, you can't. Like, it will always be the same price. So money doesn't really make any sense, right? It's like, everyone keeps saying, what does it say? Demand and something. Supply and demand, that's what they say. But think about it. Supply and demand, like, does it really mean anything? Let's talk houses, right? A house, the supply of houses is limited. So if you have a house, you can sell it for a lot. But not every house is equal, right? You have mansions, but then you have very old mansions. Like, that's two mansions, but one is very old and one is very new. Can you sell them very high, both of them, because they're both supply and there's a demand for it? How do you price things is what I'm trying to get at. It doesn't really make any sense, does it? Or like, how did people back in like ancient Greece and Rome and all of that, how did they know there was planets in the sky? You look up at the sky, I see stars. How did they go, okay, so all of this, all of those are stars, but this right here, that's a planet, and that's Mars. And then they did astrology or whatever, and they just invented all of that out of nothing, because before them you had people just eating rocks. How did we just decide to become civilized? We just went, because think about it. It was like a family with like a kid, a dad, a mother, maybe a daughter, and they were all together, right? And then they became friends with another family, and then they became friends with another family, and then somehow all those families together became a village, and then that village became a country, and then that country invented a bunch of things. But you had no laws, you had nothing, so they just lived, and that's it. Like, that's crazy, right? just spawning in a world with nothing, and you're just supposed to figure out what you're going to do from that point on forwards. It's crazy. I don't know if I'd be able to live like that. I guess you would always have your parents to teach you things. So it must, like, it's not all bad, right? They'll tell you, yeah, this plant is poisonous, this plant is good, and then teach you how to make clothing and food. Inventing things out of nothing is really crazy. And it shows how amazing humans are. I mean, they built the pyramids, so hey, they built the pyramids. I couldn't build a pyramid. Things is gigantic, it's scary. Yeah. I'm sorry, I've been rambling for like 20 minutes now. How are you feeling? Are you feeling sleepy yet? You going to bed? Okay, dude. I love the word dude. I use it as a gender neutral term for everyone. such a stupid world. It's like, do you know the word there is this word, I think it's hijinks. It has like an E, G, and E right next to each other, and it looks weird when you write it. I like words like that. Or one of those, I forget how it's called, words that you can read the same in both ways, like kayak. Words are silly. Humans are silly. We invented writing. Like, at one point a dude was like, this is A, and then everyone accepted that, and now that's just something we all know. Who invented the alphabet? Based on how everything is, it was probably a dude called like Henry Alphabet, and then he invented the alphabet. The world is really magical, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. Alright, it's starting to get late for me too. It's almost 1 a.m. I'm gonna have to go. I hope you like your new apartment. You probably fell asleep, you've stopped messaging me back. I've just been kind of rambling you to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow, alright? You have a good night. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your new house.